So I got in here GoPro Hero 13 Black, Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and Insta360 GO 3S. And I was wondering how long you can record with them. So why not just put them all to a test and find out? So if you plan to pick one of these up, yet you still cannot decide, perhaps you're gonna find this information useful. So in this video, guys, I'm going to do 3 battery tests in total, using different resolutions, starting from 8K from Ace Pro 2 and 5K from GoPro, both set to 30 frames per second. In the first test, I won't be using Insta360 GO 3S because it cannot go that high, so I'll leave it for later. In the second one, we're gonna test 4K 30, which is, by the way, what I mostly use for my YouTube channel. And lastly, 1080p 30 frames per second. You know, there are still a lot of people out there who prefer to watch their YouTube videos on their phones or don't even have a 4K monitor. And it's so much easier to post it on social media, so 1080p is still a popular choice. Just before we start, I want you to know that all 3 cameras have different battery capacity. So it's not gonna be a fair and square comparison. It's just to let you know how long you can record with them on a single charge. Now, let's begin. Both of these cameras were set to their highest resolutions. 8K is obviously much sharper than 5K video. However, as you noticed, in 8K, Ace Pro 2 recorded for like 30 minutes less than GoPro. So that might be a deal breaker for some people. So if you want to record longer than that, you might need an extra battery with you. And if you don't care about having the best resolution possible, then GoPro's 5K is still pretty good, and it offers more battery life. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised with the performance of the GO 3S in here because, honestly, I didn't expect it to last longer than GoPro 13 or Ace Pro 2 because it has a much smaller battery. Yet, it somehow outperformed them in 4K 30, which was pretty surprising to see. GO 3S battery is somewhere around 310 mAh. Yet, when you combine it with the Action Pod accessory, it goes all the way up to like 1580 mAh. The only problem is that this battery in here is built in, so you cannot change it. So once the battery is finished, you have to recharge the whole camera. Whereas with GoPro or Insta360 Ace Pro 2, you can just take it out and put another one in. With 1080p 30 frames per second, seems like GoPro 13 gonna offer you the longest runtime out of a single battery. That 2 hours and 37 minutes should be more than enough for you. And once again, GO 3S surprised me with its performance as it was only 20 minutes behind it. Surprisingly, Ace Pro 2 didn't even reach a 2-hour mark time, and I wonder why. It seems like that dual chip design may be draining that battery a bit too much. Alright guys, so what do you think about the battery life of these cameras? Just bear in mind that this test only shows you how long you can record in a single continuous recording. In real life, when you record a few minute video here and there, the battery life gonna last much longer than that. So don't worry about this so much and treat this test with a grain of salt. Yet, if you plan to go outside and record a lot with your action cam, then having at least one extra battery just as a backup, just in case, I think is the smart way to go. If you want to have even more battery life and you don't want to mess with changing the batteries all the time, then I highly recommend checking a battery grip, such as Telesin rechargeable selfie stick or GoPro Volta. Telesin, by the way, has like 10,000 mAh battery inside of it, so you could say it's like a power bank in a grip, and you can extend it to a selfie stick, so it's really nice. Anyway, both of them can recharge your camera, and it can even last for you for like a whole weekend. So if you're interested, make sure to check this out. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video. Bye!